Hi, Caitlin, you well?
Hey, good, thank you. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Caitlin, just to start us off, can you just tell us how the mood in the camp has been this week ahead of what's obviously a very important match for the team?
Oh, we're just super excited for Sunday. I would say we were all thankful to not be playing Wednesday and get the extra rest. So obviously there's a lot more energy. We realise the success we've had so far, so it's obviously complemented the energy and made it greater. But yeah, I'm just hoping to keep the momentum going.
How easy or difficult is it to sort of stay focused on this when you know there's so much at stake and everyone's playing at the same time on Sunday? I mean, the players, will you be kept updated about what's happening elsewhere?
We just do what we've done all season, which is one game at a time, control what we can control, and hopefully we take care of our business, and everything else will just fall into place. Fingers crossed.
If someone had said to you at the start that you could be one win away from winning the title, I mean, would you believe them?
Absolutely, it's been our goal from the beginning, and if you don't set it, you obviously don't believe in it hard enough. So we definitely believed we could get here, and despite everyone writing us off, we've continued to just grind out the results game by game.
Is that something that's spurred you on more? People talk about Glasgow City and Rangers in terms of the big budgets and the big players and stuff, but you guys have shown that you're more than capable of matching them, eh?
Absolutely, there's definitely an aspect that adds a bit of a chip on our shoulder and a fight to our game, and but just focusing on what we can focus, which is ourselves, training session by training session, game by game, just all in every time and focus on ourselves. But thankfully, we've also had that, like I said, chip on our shoulder to just grind it out for ourselves.
Just finally for me, what would it mean to you and the team and Fran to, if come Sunday, that you are crowned champions?
Oh, it would mean the world, absolutely. But we've had a great season so far, and we're already proud of ourselves. So we just keep going, and like I said, we just focus on Sunday and not really get too ahead of ourselves, and just hopefully take care of what we can take care of and get the 3 points.
Hi, Caitlin. How you doing?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Good. That is a lovely new top you've got on. How does it feel?
It's good. It's women's cut as well, so it's nice to be in something that fits properly. But yeah, it's good. It's nice.
That's good to know. Something that the fans have enjoyed seeing this season is the enthusiasm and passion of your manager at the side of the park. In the absence of the fans this season, how much does that energy from Fran transfer onto the pitch and really give you girls that extra push on the park?
Oh, it means a lot to play for a manager that backs you 100% in the good and the bad. So obviously that energy is also reciprocated on the field, and it's great to have a manager like that, and it's definitely one of his strengths and probably one of the reasons a lot of people are here.
You've had that extra time this week for training. Something Fran mentioned after the game was that recovery was going to be key given the sort of backlog of fixtures we've seen over the last couple of months. How have preparations this week been different for the game at the weekend, given that extra time that you've had?
We've obviously had more training sessions, so we've also taken the opportunity to have rest that was well needed. There was a lot of tired legs, and especially the mental side of the game, so it was nice to get that rest. But now we're back in training, and like I said, just resuming normal regime from what we had before the Wednesday games. So just back into keeping momentum.
Hi, Caitlin. How you doing?
Good, thank you. Yourself?
Yeah, good. Thanks. Good to see you. Caitlin, I just wondered first up, how has your relationship with Fran personally helped you this season?
Oh, it's been massive. Obviously, I didn't know anybody apart from him when I came here, so I know that I relied on him a lot to find my feet and settle as we just continued the relationship that we had as player and coach at Lewis. So yeah, it's definitely nice playing for somebody that you know is in your corner.
Yeah, 100%. Looking at yourself growing up, because I think there was a bit of Celtic interest there, wasn't there? Did you ever think you'd get to where you are now with Celtic when you were wee?
No, honestly, it was always a dream, but never really thought about it too much. Never really thought about football too much, honestly. It's just something I played kicking around, and I'm just lucky and blessed to be in the position that I'm in today. And there's not a time that it's taken for granted where I put that Celtic shirt on. So just forever grateful for the opportunities to play for this club.
And what were the Celtic links?
My granddad's Irish, and we grew up going to church and things like that. So we were definitely Celtic fans, and it's something my dad inherited from his dad. So yeah, I inherited it from my dad. So that was always a Christmas present, was a Celtic shirt.
Nice. Just looking ahead to the game and that kind of whole situation as it is, Rangers could do you a bit of a favour this weekend if results go your way and if you get the appropriate goals. How does that feel?
It feels great. It does feel great. It's definitely a great position to be in, but like I said before, I'm not lifting my head to look around what's going on elsewhere. Just control what I need to control and what us as a team need to control, and hopefully once we've done that, we can then lift our heads and see where we've fallen at the end of this hard season. But for right now, we just focus on Sunday, focus on the 3 points and a good performance and hopefully a couple of goals against Motherwell.
And you've obviously got a fair bit of experience playing football down south. What's your sense of the scene up in Scotland now? Even since coming into Celtic, can you see growth there in the SWPL 1?
Oh, definitely. You only have to look at the players that it's attracting, the football that's being played and the money that's obviously being pumped into it, and just the overall interest of the women's game down here, especially on things like social media, the interaction you get with fans and things like that. It's definitely growing, if not equal to Championship, which is where I came from last year. So like I said, definitely grateful to be here, and hopefully it continues to grow, and I'm just thankful to be a part of it.
And just finally for me, I know we've spoken to a few players in the last few weeks about this, but if you don't win the title, there's still a fantastic, well, you're looking like you will make Champions League football. For you personally, being able to play at that level in the Champions League, what would it mean?
Oh, it would mean the world. It means the world to play for this club, and it would mean the world to represent this club in Champions League. Having played Champions League before, it's a competition like no other. It's definitely a huge buzz. So to be a part of that would be out of this world. But like I said before, we just focus on Sunday, focus on Motherwell, and focus on the 3 points and a good performance.
Hiya. I just wonder if the pressure is all in Glasgow City going into the last game.
That's for me. Yeah. I don't know. It's hard for it to comment or to look at other games other than the one that I'm part of and the one that I'm preparing for myself, along with my teammates. And like I said, although it sounds repetitive, just concentrate on our game, get the 3 points from our game, and then we'll look where the results of everywhere else.
Hi, Caitlin.
Hey, David, how are you?
I'm fine. I really enjoyed Sunday. What a wonderful performance that was. And I believe in miracles too. Can I ask you what was Fran saying immediately before the team went out on Sunday? Because from the first kick of the ball, and that was a very special first goal, incidentally, we scored, to right to the last third minute of injury time, we were going for it and relentless. And when you looked at the Glasgow City players, they looked worried. I was watching that afterwards, and they looked really worried and desperate to get goals. So what did Fran actually say before the game?
We just always concentrate on our performance. Obviously, we weren't too concerned about anything else other than a good performance, but we knew that obviously at the end of the season, if goals do come into it, we want to make sure that we controlled our element and what we put into it, which is obviously the maximum amount of goals that we can score. It was just an all-round team performance of let's see what we can do. Let's not take our foot off the gas, and that's what we did for the 90 minutes. And obviously, the result reflects that.
I mean, the forward keeper actually played very well.
Yes, sir. She's a great keeper. There's a lot of very good keepers in our league, and thankfully, our strikers and everyone else in the team, apart from myself, was able to put them away. So yeah, just thankful for the 10-0 result.
Hi Caitlin, Amy from 20 Minute Tims here. I was wondering about the dressing room atmosphere, especially as you've been playing so well over the past couple of weeks. Is it a big part of the game you bring to the pitch?
Oh, it's massive. I'd say we're a tight-knit family that's definitely invested in each other, both on and off the field. As the season's gone along, I think you can only see that we've got stronger, both as friends and teammates. And it's a credit to the people that have been here for years and have been brought in, that we've all managed to gel to become a family. And I think obviously that transcends onto the field as you see us fight for each other, and when we celebrate we go mental with each other and things like that. So definitely grateful to just be a part of this family that Celtic's become.
Hi Caitlin, how's it going?
Hey Jordan, not too bad, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Nice to meet you. I'm just wondering what your personal preference is at the weekend. Would you like to know if there are goal updates from the Glasgow City game, or would you, I'm sure you've said throughout that you've got to focus on the 3 points yourself, but if a goal goes your way in the other game, would you like to know about it?
Honestly, no. I would prefer to just stay focused throughout my whole time, throughout the 90 minutes, on the game that I can control, from the things that I can affect. Obviously, knowing results, there's no effect that I can have, no effect that myself and my teammates can have on everything else that's going on around us. So again, just focus on the Motherwell game, do what we need to do, take care of business, and then obviously we'll find out the results and know how everything's taken care of. But until then, just focus on the 3 points against Motherwell and a good performance.
News does sometimes filter through though inadvertently. What sort of effect can it have if you heard that a goal had gone your way?
It's just it would I don't know, it would knock focus. I don't really want to my focus to be anywhere else other than the game. It's the same with anything though. I don't want to know anything other than the game. I don't want my eyes to be fixed on anything but our fixture. And as long as we the whole team have got our eyes fixed on that game, then obviously fingers crossed for a good performance and 3 points.
Hi Caitlin, Erin Boyle, more than 90 minutes. You're looking well in that jersey, it suits you.
Thank you so much, thank you.
A massive 3 points at K Park last weekend and on the brink of history. If you make it to the Champions League, what would that mean to you as a player, and how has it impacted the atmosphere at training?
Oh, it would mean the world. Like I said before, there's no bigger competition, and to have made it when people said we wouldn't is just a credit to ourselves and this team. But until then, we can't get excited or can't allow our emotions to be affected by the thought of that happening. So we just stay focused on Sunday.
How has it impacted the atmosphere at training? How are you feeling on the brink of history?
You know, we just keep the same momentum and the same philosophy and stick to what we've been doing every game, every training session, which is to just turn up, do our best for each other, for our coaching staff, for the badge, and we just keep the same momentum and the same habitual routines, and then we don't look up. We keep our eyes down, keep our heads down, and just focus on what we can do. And like I said, if Sunday, whatever happens Sunday, we'll be happy and proud of each other.
Hi Caitlin, how you doing?
Not too bad, Ewan, how are you?
Oh, I can't complain. There we go. So couldn't have really been a better build-up to this one. I'm just wondering, as someone who's never been part of a team that's won 10-0, what kind of confidence boost does that give the players? Because reaching double digits must be a pretty strange feeling.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a new feeling. But you know, it's credit to the hard work that went in through that whole period of Sunday to Wednesday. So we're definitely thankful, and it's just a credit to the girls that we managed to do that, and we obviously managed to keep focus and keep our legs going for that long stretch of period where we were playing 2 games a week. So yeah, definitely a confidence booster, but not something we should dwell too much in, because we know that it won't be like that Sunday.
No. Also, just sort of wondering, from a personal perspective, obviously there's been kind of increased exposure for the league this season, more games being televised, just kind of more coverage in general. What kind of impact does that have on you as a player? Does it give you a bit of kind of an extra buzz, or does it really change anything, knowing that there's more people watching at home?
Oh, definitely. Well, first and foremost, it's great that my family and loved ones get to watch the game. So I'm always thankful for that, and it allows them to be a part of this experience, especially due to COVID. Obviously they can't be up here, so thankful for that. Also thankful for the fans that definitely also have the opportunity to watch and the interaction that they have. Obviously because we've been winning, we've seen it in a positive light, in terms of the interaction and the backing behind us, so also aware that might change if things didn't go too well. But yes, definitely grateful for the investment that the league are putting in behind women's football, and just hopefully it continues and the game gets bigger and bigger as we go forward.